Welcome back to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Today we will find what is good and what is hidden. This is a pick a card read. We'll be using the Gabby Bernstein or Gabriella Bernstein The Universe Has Your Back advice card deck for the groupings. Just taking a little bit of a break on the crystal cards. We will return to those eventually. You have two, I use two Rider-Waite tarot decks. They have been pre-selected and meditated over, so ultimately you just need to choose a group or multiple groups if you feel called to. Meditate on the cards and choose what one is probably in your highest good based on your ancestors and etc. Guides, angels, what have you, whatever you believe in really. So if you're interested in booking with me, my information's in the description box below. If you need to email me for any reason, that and my Patreon are in the description box. Please like, share, subscribe if you're interested. It does help my channel grow. I do appreciate it. Chose the yellow candle today. Hope you like it. So in our groupings, excuse me, we'll go ahead and pull the first card. This is our first group. I honor how I want to feel. Second group will be this lovely blue card. I am the loving energy of the universe. And this beautiful, beautiful starry card is I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Final card, final group. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. If you would like, go ahead and pause the video and meditate on the cards. Choose a group, and I will eventually put those timestamps in the comments. Of course, you can always fast forward if this is posted before I do so, or if you view this before I put the timestamps in there. So without further ado, we will go ahead and begin with group 1. Group 1. I honor how I want to feel. Beautiful advice card. Again, Gabriella Bernstein. If you're interested in that. The past few pick-a cards have been with that advice present. Do you want to do dark green or light green first? I feel like we should do dark green first. So we will do this group first for your current energy to reset past. And your second group will be that light green. Oh wow, you have 44 already appearing. Interesting. If you're interested in numerology, of course. You have 2 fire cards and an earth card. So with that fire cards here, the wands do represent fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries in terms of houses, and they also represent the energy of creative passion in the tarot. Earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, the energy of money, manifestation in the tarot. 44 is an interesting number. It would seem like you're gaining some sort of a peace, most likely. 4s can represent a lot of different things, but if you want a specific numerology explanation, I would search it myself, but that number could be of significance to you, or it could simply just have to do with learned celebration, it would seem. So we'll kind of get into that in a little bit. With the Knight of Wands being a court fire card, right? And then you have the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. So for your current energy to recent past, you do have action, adventure, and fearlessness here with this Knight of Wands, the Knight of Passion, right? a fiery passion. So absolutely being adventurous, fearless through that demeanor, powering through as you honor how you want to feel, right? So how does this play out for you in your current energy to recent past? With the Four of Coins being conservation, security, and frugality, it would seem like you're being fearless in your, but also smart. And what I mean by that is that you're not just like recklessly spending your money or the things that matter to you. You're being fearless, but you're also being you're conserving your resources, you're considering your security. You're not just acting in a foolish manner. You're honoring how you want to feel and being fearless through that, but recognizing that you need to conserve and why. What I mean by that is the Four of Wands is community, home, and celebration. So this idea of being able to create your own security in a fearless manner is allowing you to celebrate or enjoy your home life in a manner. Most likely celebrate with the society that you really care about. Honoring how you wish to feel a lot of times. Understanding how you feel, but not necessarily reacting over it, but understanding how you feel and why. And honoring that and recognizing that you are your own person, that you do have the ability to we're all human, so we're having this human experience and feeling your emotions, feeling how you kind of like think things through is absolutely part of that experience. Learning to love yourself has to do with understanding how you feel and why. And I feel like that's allowing you to be fearless and to not consider, kind of considering your future in a way where you're like, you're action oriented, but you're also conserving your resources, which allows you to really celebrate in the kind of recent past to current energy, right? So for your second row, you have interesting. Fire and earth repeat themselves, but you also have a spirit card, a major arcana. So you've got all minors and one major here. The Lovers could be a Gemini, or you could, of course, these aren't house readings, these are group readings, so you could have any of these placements, or someone of significance could have these placements, or the season could be importance to you. We're about to move into Taurus season, therefore Gemini season in your future could be of significance. It is the last spring season, right before Cancer, turning into summer, right? So at least where I live, and most people don't practice Western if they live in the opposite areas of the world. They usually practice Vedic, which is it is different, and it's oriented towards your seasons, of course. So if you know very much about birth charts, that's why. It has to do with where you're born and where the light was passing through when your soul manifested into your vessel. Anywho, I honor how I want to feel for your future here. Let's see how this plays out. With these cards, it's interesting that it seems like you're probably using your ability to create this fearless manner and this conservatory manner, right? This frugal security. Frugal, secure, and conserving energy is kind of in your future playing out to where you're able to act through your efficient savings or through your ability to provide with money. The Seven of Pentacles is hard work, perseverance, and diligence. So you're able to persevere and to continue this energy. You're able to continue to produce what you wish and honor how you feel. There's some sort of rapid action here with the Eight of Wands. It is not only rapid action, but quick movement, quick decisions and movement. So because you're honoring how you feel and you're acting how you wish, you're able to make quicker decisions in your future, which is leading to some sort of a relationship or a major manifestation of choice in your favor. The Lovers' choice is union, love, and relationships. So it could be a relationship manifesting in your life as you are in your current energy to recent past. You are focusing on how to conserve and to create that security and honor how you feel, allowing you to create a community, a home, right? In your future, you have the 6, 7, 8 here. You do have this energy of well, this is how I feel, and I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to be diligent in what I'm attempting to create, and I'm going to continue to work hard, which allows me to make quick decisions because I not only understand how I feel, but I understand how to manifest. And that's leading to this beautiful future card of the Lovers. Either a major choice, like if you sought this out reading out, for example, for career rather than relationships, then this is that. This is you being able to manifest choices in your occupational life. You're able to kind of potentially produce, like, what I mean by that is promotions or new jobs where you'll earn more money for your ability to create, and people around you are just all in respect of that, honoring how you feel. If it's about a relationship, it's the same. So it's like you, because you're diligent in your ability to create in all realms of your life, you're manifesting a really positive relationship and making kind of quick decisions towards it, but feeling confident because you're honoring how you feel. Group 1, I hope you enjoyed the content. I will see you next time. I always enjoy making your content. Check out my other reads if you're interested, and have a beautiful day. Group 2. Group 2 is I am the loving energy of the universe. This is Group 2's advice card. We'll start with the Rider-Waite deck. I'm choosing them differently based on intuition. So I mean, we could do dark green, or for your current energy to reset past, or light green. And for some reason, for your group, I'm feeling called to do the light green first. So let's see here. You have the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Cups. Beautiful first row. Wow. Wow. So air here, the energy of intellect or thought, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Water here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in terms of housings. And this does represent emotion in the tarot. Cups or water signs represent the energy of emotion. So we're talking about I am the loving energy of the universe, and the first row is kind of literally seconding that with the tarot. It's very interesting to me, anywho. And what I mean by that is the ace is always a gift from the universe, one that you deserve, one that you have manifested, one that this clouded hand is gifting you a thought, kind of an energy of intellect, which is an absolute gift. So you're breaking through. If you ever had any doubt with this, I am connected to the universe, I am one of the souls that is connected to this. No, we all are. So you might have been kind of questioning your spirituality or how you connect with your gods, etc. And this card, this advice card, is telling you that you are absolutely one of these energetic beings that, like, I like to compare it to a coral reef, right? So like we are all individual, but our information is all brought back to the reef. So while a polyp on a coral reef does experience its completely different life, it is not connected to the energy of, or it doesn't understand how other people necessarily, or excuse me, how other individual polyps will kind of think, experience, and thrive. It thrives on its own, and its energy is brought back to the reef, making the reef stronger. The universe is that reef, right? Excuse me, reef, not coral reef. It is all of our collective energy, and you are part of that. We are part of that. Every single one of us is. Our soul allows us to be connected to this energetic field. If you believe in chakras, or if you know very much about that, it's a very similar energy. We are energetic electric beings through a chakra system. We are connected to a grid, which allows us to feel that kind of connection. While we have that individual experience, in my belief system, we create the soul of our planet by being that reef, all of our collective experiences do go back to the God, that if you believe in that, or the planet, right? So, as it has its own energetic field and its own chakra balance, of course. So enough of that rant. If you don't believe in that stuff, that's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just here to share, of course, as I am a High Priestess, and I, for some reason, felt called to share that with this group. So I am the loving energy of the universe. You recognizing that. This Ace of Swords, I feel, really does have that. It's the energy of breakthrough, clarity, sharp mind. So you recognizing that you are this energy. Now, these two cards absolutely empower that belief system. Why? The Ten of Cups is inner happiness, fulfillment, and dreams coming true in your personal life, but also in your emotional life. The King of Cups is the king of water, the king of emotion. He truly does embody that ability to create with emotion and to really feel that loving energy with these two cards. It's emotional control, balance between head and heart, or heart and head, excuse me. So what does that mean? With this breakthrough, with us recognizing what you are and how you connect, even if it's differently than what I just explained, that's also fine. Whatever you believe in is your individual belief, like I said. We are all here to experience kind of a different individual placement in this world, and however you are able to create that loving energy and be that person, it's really becoming apparent to you here that you're able to work with the universe, that you're able to manifest, and your dreams are coming true because of it. You're able to recognize how you connect and what you wish to have, so that you can have emotional control over your own life, but also I like to put this out there, not kind of so like it's the highest good for you and everyone around you. 33 isn't present, but ultimately this is what that first row means in your current energy to recent past. You are having a breakthrough of how you connect with your with the universe and those around you, and what you can create in the 3D based on that connection. Your second row, oh beautiful, 2 major arcanas, 2 spirit speaking, and then 1 air card. It's the Queen of Air as well, so we already went over the elements that are present. Major arcanas here being the moon and the Fool. Could be any Cancer or Pisces with the moon. We already went over air. So on this channel, it's the Sun and Moon Tarot, so what is good and what is hidden, right? The moon does represent what is hidden, always. And what I mean by that is it's unconscious thoughts, illusions, intuition, and unclarity in general. It usually does represent some sort of you not being able to see something clearly, and continuing on your path regardless. So this is the path, and it might not be fully illuminated, but you do trust that you're working with this energy of the universe and you're moving forward with the Fool. And the Queen of Swords is interesting to be presented here because, well, the Fool represents a new beginning, sometimes foolishness, innocence for sure, and absolute wonder. So enjoying the life as you take on this path, as you follow the path that is being presented to you in your future. You don't have all the information here, even though you do have clarity that you are connected and you are working with the highest good. So regardless of how you might not have all the information, and working with your intuition instead to follow this path, to continue on forward so that you can produce more of this inner happiness, create more dreams to come true for yourself, and ultimately work with the highest good. The Queen of Swords is interesting to be presented here, the Queen of Air, right? She's complexity, perceptiveness, or perceptive thinking, and she represents clear-mindedness as well. So it's interesting that these are presented together because it's really a reminder that you are this energy. You're working with the universe. You are that loving energy. You have that connection like we just discussed in your recent past current energy. You're going to carry this sword of understanding with you, regardless of how you don't have all the facts. You're going to continue on your path. and continue to manifest in a way that allows you to understand more. Things will become more clear to you. And as you trust your connection to the universe, your guides, your ancestors, your angels, etc., you continue to create this, to walk on this path and create this loving energy as presented in your current energy with the King of Cups. I don't feel like this is a relationship read. I feel like it really has to do with your own connection to spirituality and the world around you. It could be a relationship. You could be taking on a new relationship of some sort. That could be, of course, a platonic relationship, a networking relationship, a business relationship, a love relationship. It's not super clear. It's more so about what you want, how you perceive your inner happiness, and that's going to vary for everyone that watches this read. So ultimately, I would just trust your gut and trust that clarity that you've had, and understand that you're going to continue on this path and create joy and success for those around you and yourself. And it's quite a beautiful read here. For group 2, I hope you enjoyed it. I always enjoy making the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Group 3. Okay, group 3. Favorite card of this read, honestly. I love the starry darkness. I think it's just gorgeous. It reminds me of moon watching if you do that. All phases of the moon are beautiful, and you get to see the stars more dependent on what phase it's in, of course. Stars are beautiful light to enjoy. I witness the darkness and call the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So this card does represent group 3. Just remember that whatever does appear in your life, you have the ability to overcome. Fear is manifested when you fall into your root chakra, usually. It can happen quite quickly, that you can get thrust back into the very bottom chakra. And if you know very much about chakras, you cannot see the first 3, especially. You can't see through the heart and above. So that means that you're living in fear-based survival thinking if you fall into that kind of perceived fear, instead of recognizing that you are love, that you do create while you're here. Excuse me. So without further ado, we'll continue group 3. I'm just trying to decide which group I want to start with for your current energy to recent past. I feel like I'm going to go with dark green. So we'll start with your dark green row for the first group. You do have air appearing first and foremost. The star, interesting, and the Page of Wands. So what does this mean? You do have one major arcana here with the star. That could be an Aquarius. Again, that could be the house. It could be your placement. It could be someone of significance, or it could be that something happened in Aquarius season, or something will happen in the coming Aquarius season. The King of Swords is the King of Air, and the Page of Wands. You have a major arcana and then 2 court cards. So the King of Swords is any Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It does represent the energy of intellect or thought in the tarot. The Page of Wands is the energy of fire. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and the energy of creative passion in the tarot. So we'll go ahead and get into this. King of Swords is head over heart, right? Thinking and perceiving with intellect rather than emotion. Truth and discipline, that's what he represents. He is the King of Air. He does have the ability to manifest with his sword, with his thoughts. You have the ability to overcome fear with intellect and thoughts, ultimately. The star is a representation of not only Aquarius, but as you can see, she's the water bearer, right? Just like an Aquarius. She is taking from, or the codifier, I like to call them that as well. You can take information from one area and create nurture or growth in another. she's taking from one pool and watering her field, enabling this life to begin. It's quite beautiful. So instead of choosing fear, she's choosing love and to create with that love. The star is a representation. It's interesting that the stars, of course, are a continued pattern for your read, in my opinion. You do have all these beautiful stars here. So the star is a representation of hope, faith, rejuvenation, rebuilding, and healing. You having that ability as you're working through an understanding of intellect rather than emotion, and really focusing on how to manifest through fear rather than allowing it to grip you and pull you down. The Page of Wands. Rupert, stop it. The Page of Wands is exploration, freedom, and excitement in a passionate, creative way. You will experience this or have experienced this recently as you've come to terms with this lesson. Pretty straightforward beginning of your read here. Group 2 had a pretty long spiritual talk, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. Oh, beautiful. You do have a couple appearing. You have, so first of all, you have the High Priestess in Pisces, major arcana here for your future route. You have the King and the Queen of Swords appearing. Of course, this is a separate deck, but it is interesting that they do appear here. The two highest cards of air, so the two highest cards of swords being the King and the Queen, the divine masculine and feminine, able to manifest with intellect and thought. The King of Pentacles is your final card. It's interesting that it appears, at least to me, as you have two major arcanas and then you have only court cards. So that's very interesting that you do have minors, of course, major arcana, minor arcana, but this is interesting to me that you have two kings, a queen, and a page. So the Queen of Air, or excuse me, let's go over the High Priestess first. Sorry about that. I feel like this in your future is, as you've learned this lesson, that you can manifest through intellect and move past fear that way and continue forward on kind of like your chakra experience. So that means that you're not going to be stuck in your root chakra. You are going to continue this like fearless, active energy where you can continue to see through your upper chakras, most likely. That's going to depend on everyone, and what I mean by that is, of course, that if you're working through your root, your sacral or your solar plexus, you can't see through to the heart. When you break through that barrier to the heart, you're working through love. It's a very different energy, and it just enables you to create differently. So you might be working and above that as well. And once you are able to manifest with your heart chakra, you're really able to manifest to grow as a human. And with this energy, you're able to move through the throat, the third eye, and the crown as well, depending on your path. So the High Priestess is inner voice, intuition, divine truth, wisdom, and unconscious, or what is unconscious, what is hidden through your unconscious thoughts, and sometimes bringing that forward. You could be manifesting a relationship of some sort, but this is a general read. So with the Queen of Swords being your second card, excuse me, complexity, perceptive thoughts or perceptiveness, and clear-mindedness, really having this understanding that you are working with the universe and not allowing that fear to grip you, so not falling back into your root chakra. You can witness the darkness. You can understand that it can create fear in you and those around you, but you can pray about it, and you are guided to walk through that fear and to continue on your path of love. It is that simple. You're clear on this. You're in your future. You're understanding that you're able to nurture and to create what you wish. And regardless of what is hidden, you're understanding that divine truth and moving forward in a manner that's creating both intellectual heightened understanding, but also money, it would seem. The King of Pentacles could be a person for you. It's either you or a person around you, but it could be that you are this clear-minded individual and you're creating a relationship with someone that is abundant, prosperous, provider energy, generosity, right? So they are generous. They do care about providing for you. They do care about, and themselves, they care about being just absolutely gracious with their ability to provide money. So the King of Pentacles has the ability to create and to continue to create. It's why he has kind of this, if you'll notice the difference between the kings here, he has the ability to create a clear-minded understanding around him, whereas he has the ability to nurture and manifest, like usually abundance, so that creative earth energy. It could be that someone you're meeting or starting a relationship is incredibly grounded, and that helps you to manifest together. I feel like they see you as a nurturing person, and therefore the divine truth hitting you is like, as you're learning this lesson to create through the higher chakras rather than your root chakra, it's really benefiting you. Like you're able to manifest relationships and to manifest money, to manifest it. If this isn't a relationship for you, this is you walking into this energy, you being that energy of being able to be abundant, being able to be generous, because you're able to manifest how you wish, and therefore being able to be that prosperous provider energy potentially. Pretty straightforward read, group 3. You're coming to that understanding that fear does send you into survival, and when you work through love, you're able to thrive, right? Well, it's that simple. You're able to thrive however it plays out in your life. It'll be different for all the viewers, so just focusing on that ability to create through love allows you this divine truth, and you're able to really create a prosperous future and being able to be clear about how to do so. Group 3, I hope you enjoyed the content. I always enjoy making it, and I will see you in the next one. Group 4, our final group of today. For our pick a card read, of course. You do have this card when it does say, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Kind of similar to our last group, but also it will be a different read, obviously. So when you're accepting that love is always around you, it allows you to create in a manner that is prosperous. When you aren't focusing on fear, but you're focusing on love, you will not be pulled into kind of like that dreaded darkness that a lot of people fear. You're going to be focused on, and even if you are pulled into it, you're able to be guided back. So group 4, let's focus on your cards here. I feel like I should do light green first for you. We're doing it a little bit differently today. Normally I do the same kind of set for each row, but for your recent past current energy, you feel called to use this group, so that's what we're going to do. The first row literally seconds your guide card. I find that humorous. The Empress here is a spirit card, major arcana. She's the queen of all queens. She is able to manifest with all elements, similar to a magician or an alchemist. The Empress does represent you usually. It could be someone in your life, but I feel like it is you with this lesson card. The Empress is beauty, fertility, nurturing, luxury, and creativity. She does represent this idea of, as she is able to work with all elements. The star pattern here is beautiful. It's a repeated thing for this entire read for some reason. A lot of stars. So, excuse me, each group. So, the Empress is the queen of all queens. She is able to focus on love, and she recognizes that she works with the universe to create in her area, not just area, but in her world. Excuse me. So, the color scheme's even interesting. The root, the sacral, the solar, and the heart there. Oh, and the throat. Wow. Interesting. So, being able to work through your chakras to create what you wish, and to focus on love, really, as a major way to where you're able to speak clearly as well. The five, you have a fire card, excuse me, and a water card here. So with fire, it could be any house of Gemini, excuse me, not Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And it does represent creative passion with those wands, those rods. Fire does represent creative passion. With the water or the cups, you do have the energy of emotion in the tarot. Any houses could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Of course, when I do mention these houses, this is not a zodiac read, so if it could be you, it could be someone of significance, or it could simply be a season of importance in your life. This is conflict. So what I mean by that, Five of Wands is competition, conflict, and reality by definition. In your current energy to recent past, you witnessing this and seeing it as what it is. It doesn't make you feel the darkness. It makes you feel like, okay, well, that's always going to be around me sometimes. So how do I continue to work through my upper chakras and not allow this to make me feel like I can't manifest, because I'm the Empress. I can overcome this, right? So the Ace of Cups seconds that, the ability to create, right? So with love, the Ace of Cups, as you can see, I like to point this out about the aces. It's a gift from the universe. That's why there's the hand and the cloud there. It is gifting this to you. And of course, it's the Ace of Cups. It's the Ace of Emotion, the Ace of, so it's new feelings, spirituality, intuition. You being able to really recognize how you show up in this world, and regardless of the conflict in your current reality or your recent past, the conflict that appeared there, you're able to manifest through love, period. That's who you are. You have that divine feminine energy, so you're able to nurture regardless of what people kind of do in your surroundings or what happens in your surroundings. You're able to understand intuitively how to manifest and create kind of the spiritual being that you are, right? So you're able to work with the universe and focus on that being your primary teacher rather than what life kind of like gives you. And in that current energy, you're able to see past the present and move forward to your future. Quite beautiful. So for your second row, you have a second ace and two major arcanas. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We already explained what an ace is, but this is the Ace of Earth. So it is a money gift typically. It does represent, earth signs would be any Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and it is the energy of money manifestation with the coin here, or the pentacles. You have strength and the High Priestess. So, as you are have been gifted this energy of being able to create intuitively, excuse me, and you embrace that energy and you're able to move forward with it. This second row will represent your future. The Ace of Pentacles being a gift from the universe, an opportunity. It does represent prosperity, new venture, and as well, not just an opportunity, but a lot of times it has to do with the work that you've already put in, and therefore being this presented a new opportunity because of this work, this diligence you're able to provide. The spirit cards being strength and the High Priestess. A Leo could be of significance, an Aries could be of significance, a Pisces or a Cancer could be of significance. The strength card represents courage, inner strength, conviction, and compassion. You having this energy, that repeated energy of the Empress it follows through here with the High Priestess and the strength card being combined energy. Working through compassion and love will continue to guide you through these new opportunities that you're gaining. The High Priestess only strengthens that, as she does represent inner voice, intuition, divine truth, wisdom, and unconscious thoughts or thinking. What is hidden back there and how to bring it forward. Excuse me. So for my group 4, recognizing that the universe is your primary teacher is really pulling you into this place of like being able to be compassionate through this new opportunity, as you've already learned, like, I have a grip on this. I don't have to take in my reality and take it so personal so that it lowers me, right? I don't have to do that. I have the choice of recognizing that my conflict around me isn't about me, and not always, of course, and I don't think that varies for this group. I think that you're gonna recognize that as a lesson. Now, whatever conflict will vary for everyone, but you're recognizing that you have the ability to be this compassionate, strong individual. Through this new opportunity, you will continue to manifest and to trust your intuition, your inner voice. So those guides that we talk about, you're really able to go within and to feel that ability to connect, so that you're always walking through that energy of I do work with the universe. I work with the light force to an extent. I don't mean love and light. I mean that you're not being pulled into your root chakra or to your lower chakras. You're able to manifest through those higher chakras, as you've already successfully pulled yourself through survival, and you're into thriving at this point. You're interested in, regardless of what conflict comes about, you're interested in being this strong, compassionate individual, and the universe is gifting you because of that. And you're continuing forward on this path of, I'm going to continue to allow this to guide me because it really works for me. Pretty straightforward read. Beautiful cards here. I wouldn't fear this conflict if it's art. I don't think you will, but I whatever it is, it's going to be something that's just a simple lesson, and the fact that you are able to overcome conflict in your reality, and as you do so, it will continue to gift you these responsibilities, and it will strengthen your intuition, because you're not going to take things as personal and fall back into that survival mode. Instead, you're going to say, well, this is happening around me, and I'm going to continue on with my light, and I'm going to continue on with my love, and I'm going to continue on with the ability to create with the universe, regardless of what conflict appears, which is enabling you to really truly understand why you're here. That's going to vary for everyone, and how to connect in a manner that allows you to create more opportunities so that you can better the world around you and create the highest good for yourself and those around you. Group 4, hope you enjoyed the content. I always enjoy making it. Have a beautiful day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.